on to halftime hot takes. Sorry about that. We
Get,
move on. We move on to halftime hot takes. What is our halftime hot take tonight, Connor?
with the Super Bowl coming up, this is obviously a very important day in in American culture, really. But there are other big sporting events that are big games as well on a global stage. So our question tonight is, which game is more important, the Super Bowl or the UEFA Champions League final? UEFA Champions League final, for those non-soccer fans or folks that maybe don't follow soccer as much, is the in-season tournament of the best teams throughout Europe. So think your Barcelonas versus your Liverpools or your Manchester Uniteds or your PSGs, kind of doing some cross the continent play for a champion. So it's usually tons of great international quality players playing for some serious money, some serious dough, and some serious fame to go along with that. So what game's more important, Champions League final or Super Bowl 49?
I am
Or just Super
going.
Bowl, pardon me.
Super Bowl 49 was very not important for me because that's when Russell Wilson threw that pick in the end zone at the end of the game on one of the biggest drives and one of the most heartbreaking career moments. So thank you for making me relive that. I appreciate that. Um, Super Bowl to me is where my head's gonna lie here, because the Champions League, while it is really cool and can rally certain countries and can get international attention, I think the Super Bowl, because the Super Bowl is just, it's all American, maybe some Canadian, but mostly all American athletes playing in the United States for a game that is really not played outside of the world a lot. You may get your couple international stars, but most of the time, most of the athletes in the Super Bowl are American. So it generates more TV revenue, and wherever it's watched outside the United States, I think that is huge because it's people that have a passion for the game. Soccer is the beautiful game, which is seen around the world, but I think the Super Bowl is more important because that's where people get sort of an introduction into this American experience and something that's very American culture. So to me, I'm going to go with the Super Bowl is more important and in the professional sports world.
Got it. Well, that's a hot take. My hot take, I'm going to go outside of the borders and pick UEFA Champions League final. I think that's a more important game, not just what I'm saying, but also what the followers say. Usually uh, you'll go back and forth between Facebook and Twitter in terms of total tweets and things like that throughout the game. But I pulled down a chart. I know it's a touch dated, but it really put together a nice side by side of the 2014 Champions League final versus Super Bowl 49. Combined Twitter following, 25.2 million for the Champions League final, 2.2 million for the Super Bowl. Facebook page likes, 101 million for Champions League final, 9.6 million for Super Bowl 49. So more than 10 times the amount of Facebook page likes for that Champions League final. Viewers, Super Bowl, the most widely viewed game in America every year, 114 million. Estimated 380 million people watched the Champions League final. So I think just in terms of the amount of following that this game gets and the amount of cultural precedent that you'll see, the amount of jerseys that get sold literally all over the globe because of what happens in a Champions League final, I think is not just important for the sports world, but also for the world in general. So I'm going Champions League final.
All right. Well, that's a pretty hot take here at halftime, but now it's time to get back in to our game and go into our second half. For